2 scratches with Sereni, and God, I apologize for the delay on this. We actually would have had this ready before? No, this is wrong. Hold on. We're escaping out of that. Sorry. I actually played this before, and it messed up. That's the problem. I would have had this ready prior to whatchamacallit, to leaving for England or whatnot, except things kind of messed up. I think this is what we were doing. I want to say this is what we were doing? We'll go wander around. I hope this is the right save. Let's see, what were we last doing? I think I needed to go find some oil or something, because I obviously don't have oil, because I just have that oil can there, you know. And we couldn't use it on our lantern. I think we're gonna need it. I really hope this is the right save. If not, then fizzduckle. Okay, this is the wrong room. This doesn't help. Knowing where you're going helps. I also haven't played this for a while, so yeah. But I'm really, like, wanting to finish this. Wait, we went upstairs, that's why. We just went in the room nearby the stairs. Because as soon as I finish this game, I can start on a game that's a little bit better and I really, really like. I remember liking this a lot more. So yeah, I tried playing this before. Ugh. And I tried casting it like twice, and like it kept messing up in different ways. And if it messes up again, I'm seriously considering stopping it, because like the last time I recorded this, there was a pretty cool cutscene, or there was supposed to be a cool cutscene, and it didn't work. So yeah, what I should have done is take rag and cleaned off that, and now look, it's oil. Bam. I forget what we do. Where's that boring tool? Maybe this was it. Yeah. You? Yay. Okay. I think that's okay, but one thing. I don't remember what it is. What is it? High magnifying glass. You're supposed to know what things are. That's an oil can. Can we fill that up? No. Not that it had... not that the little oil can could be used on the lamp, but... you know, it has oil in it. Frickin' A. And... I'm wanting to make sure this is the right save, otherwise we gotta backtrack a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. There. Yes, I did do this. Good, good. We're in the right save. I went out into the creepy child's room, if you last remembered. Well, I think it was creepy child. Unfinished baby room. Anyway. And we're going to the gallery. A knife. I'm trying to remember because I did this like a couple times. Yes. Ah yes, this was a pain in the ass. We need to oil the little wheels. actually figured this out before, and there was a long thought process of not being able to click things, but... Whoa! And I'm suddenly dizzy. The camera on this is terrible. So yeah, now, hidden door. Go. Unfortunately, I also have to be reading. Where's the hammer? This room, I think, has creepy music too, which I don't like. Oh yeah, we can't see anything yet. It's freaking dark. So we got our lamp. Let's use the lamp. Okay, let's use the match on the lamp. And now we use the lamp. Creepy mask. Odd-looking African mask was positioned in the middle of the storeroom. Blah blah blah. It made me feel unfrickin' easy. Oh, I think we can move these too. Yeah, now enough life. So we save oil in our lamp. And look! Stuff to read, because I know how much you guys love me reading to you! Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. My recent researches on the Delmar have shed some light upon their terrible activities. I understand now that the lack of existing information about them was not only a cause of their small size and rarity, but also a reluctance, or rather superstitious attitude towards their nature. Even some of the most important historians of South Africa will refuse to mention their name, usually referring to them as the War Tribe. After digging into some of the most obscure books I could find about the subject, I must admit now that reading them has made me very nervous and uneasy, bringing back the memory of those horrible acts I witnessed on that day. I can't understand why any human being, uncivilized or not, would behave in such a manner. War among savage tribes is of course very common and a reoccurring theme in history, but the Delmar, they went even beyond war. Usually a tribe will engage in battle to conquer a new territory or perhaps defeat an enemy. They did it for the sole reason of destruction and extreme love for violence. The account of their actions is downright scary. They'd invade villages, slaughtering every inhabitant without regard for their sex or age. Men, women, children would inevitably perish by their fury and hate, which is, I think, the most unsettling element of their stories. They didn't use any weapons. They killed villagers with their bare hands and teeth as if they were drawing power from an unearthly source. I find it hard to believe this, and if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say it was some kind of wild legend. Once they'd slaughter every living being in the village, they'd burn it to the ground, every single construction or possession of the fallen villagers, proof that they definitely were not interested in conquering or even taking some advantage of the terrain. Their motives were moved solely and purely by an incredible disdain of life and hatred towards anything that wasn't from their village. That is another curious thing. They somehow managed to sustain a constant population level, as if they controlled exactly the amount of people needed for an attack, but at the same time warrant survival using their few existing resources. I fear this wasn't some kind of wondrous organization system, but rather an elimination process of the useless member or unnecessary child. I dare not think about it, but I'm afraid this would explain why they didn't need to hunt for food. They feasted upon themselves. Now I know what the mask I took stands for, and I shiver at the thought of it. I must confess, I'm worried. I don't know why, but I fear for my life. Anything? Yes. Dear Christopher, please excuse the tone of this letter. I know I must sound like a raving madman, but I truly can't find a proper way to put together all the thoughts that have been taking my sleep away for the past days. There is a reason behind all those recent adversities. It's the mask, Christopher. It's the mask I told you about. I wouldn't believe it myself if I hadn't studied its origins on my own, but it's really the source of all my suffering. The tribe it belonged to. I must confess I didn't take the mask by appropriate means, and I fear this might have unleashed some terrible wrath against my life and everything that surrounds me. It's been over a year since I witnessed the most outrageous acts of violence that not even in my worst nightmares could I have imagined, and the mask was the epicenter of it all. What was I thinking when I took it is beyond me. It was probably a vicious streak of greed, but I can clearly see now it represents evil, and I'm truly convinced this evil can somehow take shape and punish those who have disgraced it. I did, and now I must face the consequences. I will take some more time to investigate this. I might even go back to South Africa to seek help, although something tells me that not even returning the mask would do any good. The damage is already done, and I believe it's getting worse as days go by. Every time I walk past the gallery, I hear some incessant odd chatter as if something was being plotted inside, and those voices, Christopher, they seem to be angry. Please help me. Come and see me as soon as you can. James Blackwood. Can we take that lamp? Can we take anything? What the heck was I doing? So yeah. Creepy mask. Let's get the hell out of here. Bye, creepy mask. Let's go try and call Jerry. We can tell him about our adventures of hanging outside a freaking window. I don't think we have yet. I like how we're some normal writer guy, yet we're like leaping all over the freaking place. Investigating the mysteries of Blackwood Manor. Yeah, I'm not really good at this. I seriously should like convince one of the Brit boys to like read this, since it's all frickin' England and stuff, and I can't do an English accent to save my life. I tried once, and then like DOS was like, "You sound like 1920s England," and I'm like, "Horse." Let's call our buddy Jerry.
Jerry, it's me. You won't believe what I found here.
Try me.
It's about the happenings that led to the murder you told me about. There's an impressive backstory surrounding this place and many loose ends. It would seem nobody ever stumbled upon this.
Shouldn't you be working on your book?
Are you listening to me? James Blackwood was into some very weird stuff and possibly dangerous. Something tells me this case is much more complex than it was thought to be.
Why don't you inform the authorities? I'm sure they'll be dying to reopen a long-forgotten case about some crazy old psycho killing his wife.
No way. And miss all the fun? I'm doing this on my own. I wonder if those noises I heard have anything to do with this. Maybe James Blackwood was trying to hide something.
Like in that book, where an old man was guarding the entrance to hell. I bet this James Blackwood person had a doorway like that in his basement. Those dreadful noises must be the sounds of the damned coming for you.
Why, thanks, mate. That's been very helpful. Great to have friends like you.
Then stop talking about all this nonsense. Do you have any idea how crazy it sounds? You're a writer, not some fancy PR.
That's what I said.
I'll get to the bottom of this. I know I will. I'm certain there's much more to James Blackwood than a simple act of murder.
Now you're sounding more morbid than usual. Simple act of murder? Oh, goody. Just somebody died. Nothing to worry about. This isn't like you, Michael. This whole thing is really affecting you.
Stop being a drama queen. I'm a grown-up, and I'm pretty aware of what I'm doing.
So
Fine, go chase around the ghosts of James Blackwood. I'll stay here in the real world.
I'll let you know about my progress.
My simple act of murder. Sorry, that sounds so funny. Hey, let's spin around. I must, like, somehow remembered a good chunk of what the hell I was doing before. Because this was going a lot faster than before. When I freaking tried to do this before, it was like, can't click things, can't click the chest, can't click that. Blah, blah, blah. Can I go up the stairs from here? No. Okay, forward. And then stairs? Yeah, something like that. Okay. Let's see. We're going to our room. If I keep making good progress like this, we may finish on time. Or early. I'm proud of myself. This won't happen often. Like the one episode that nobody watches, I actually do stuff. Aha! Typity type! How old is this game supposed to be taking place? Who uses a typewriter anymore? Besides my mother. Let's read what we wrote. Suddenly she stopped and stood there paralyzed, hesitant to give any credit to what her eyes were seeing, and completely unaware of the potentially dangerous situation. Surprisingly, there wasn't anything unusual or strange about the event. Little Kathy was hastily crossing the living room toward the huge oak door, her fancy black dress fluttering at every footstep. As the girl reached the doorknob, she turned to look back at Marion and urged her with a whisper to hurry up. But Marion wasn't seeing Kathy. Her memories haunted her and displaced reality, giving room to the nightmarish vision that she had spent months trying to forget ever since her first visit to the old house. In her dress, she saw the little girl also wearing a black dress emerging from a passageway hidden in the room. She'd never actually managed to glimpse where the passage was, only saw the girl running toward her, her small face contorted in a horrible grimace. Marion quickly realized that it was a twisted version of the Kathy she would know later, as if her figure was then distorted by the veil of smoke. Her exact movements through the room, reaching for the knob, facing her back, those were too many coincidences to ignore. It wasn't a nightmare that she experienced that day, nor a ghost, something she refused to believe in, but was now willing to blindly embrace as the truth. Given the shocking vividness of the vision, a ghost would come from the past, what she'd seen come from the... Her thoughts were interrupted as a figure behind her cast a shadow across the doorstep. "You filthy liar, you have betrayed me," groaned a deep voice. Wah, wah, wah. I guess that's it, because I don't have any more paper. Can't type anymore? Okay. Let's go to bed. And here we are, and we either woke up in the middle of the night or something. If I remember right, we go check on Creepy Mask. Why would we go check on Creepy Mask? I don't know. I wouldn't go check anything. I'd try to go back to sleep, especially in this house. Hi, this is a vase. I didn't want to click you. I want to go that way. Creepy music. Oh, that's lovely. Ah! Fucking A! I hate that! At least the scene actually worked this time. Oh my god, that frickin' gave me nightmares, seriously. Now I'm seeing Creepy Mask in my head! Okay, bizarre dream. Scratching noises. God, why do I hate that frickin' mask so much? Stethoscope. Let's listen to that. Can we? God, this is loud. Turn down the volume. I had to find their source. Didn't we find it before? Let's head downstairs. I really don't want to go check on that mask again. I don't care. Creepy frickin' peaky mask. I think I remember the cutscene from the original a lot worse than it just peeking at. I remember like opening the door and then it was just like hovering there in front of me. How about this glass noise? I think there was a thingy in here. Let's try listening in on you. around chairs. Why can I walk around chairs? This is crazy. I think we're supposed to go down the basement. We're actually probably going to stop in the kitchen just because we're almost out of time. Ugh, man, that mask thing is bugging me now. I've had it like creepily floating in my head. So anyway, yeah, we're about to go down to the basement at night. Anyway, okay, so we're out of time. Once again, thank you guys for watching as we continue this madness. And I can actually save? Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Anyway, so we can save. I will continue doing these. I think most Mondays they'll be up. And hopefully I can finish this in a few weeks, because, I want to move on to something else. The damn thing creeped me out anyway. Okay, remember, like, comment, subscribe, check out the other videos on the channel, and, yeah, I'll be back. Bye, everyone.